No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 14. Fat? Got behind. 15. Still fat. They got behind. That was not on my bingo list. God damn it. Oh. So damn heavy. You guys don't want to know what I'm looking at. The bodies are going to start stacking up for sure. This is nuts. Now we got 15 of them, which means 15 more back here, or there's going to be 15 bodies. Oh my god. I'm going to show you the real deal. I can fix this, but... Bro, I thought they were all dead. Look at them all back there, just hanging out and chilling. That's crazy. Oh, damn it. Look what we took out so far. Absolutely stunning. We've got 15 in there, which means we need another 15. I will be shocked if I pull out another 15. There's no way all 30 survived in here. And have fat bellies. They got in because at the back it dips. And they must have swam back there. Well, if they could swim back there, that means they come back out. And we don't have to deal with evaporation in this aquarium because it's constantly fed from the 2000. The sump will suffer from evaporation first and water levels will drop. However, we run the RO drip system. Technically, I have no choice and have to do this anyways for other reasons, but that is crazy. 16, 17, these are all healthy and fat. 18. Look at this! Have you ever seen? It's glowing. 18. We might be on something. We need 30. 19. They're all fat. 21, 22. 23. 24. 25, 26. 27. 28. Out of 30 still surviving in an environment, in an aquarium that they shouldn't. I don't see... Are you kidding me? 28. 29, 30. No way. Ignore how cute Luke is, but it is July 4th, 9:49 at night. I got these fish. This is my WestJet Airway bill. And we got that on June 21st. I know that you guys seen the unboxing in July, but technically I got them June 21st. They've been behind there and living their best lives for, well, we're on July 4th, 21st. There's 30 days in June, so 9 days plus 4, 13 days, 2 weeks. And at best, I always see 10 discus. We have 30. 30 of 30 after 2 weeks. So I guess I should probably confess of like what's going on and why I'm ripping this tank apart. Truth be told, those discus I think would fare better in the 700, and you guys always wanted them in there, and you know, give it a splash of color. Plus with all the diddler fish and the Ultima Angels, everybody in here, it just needs more. Look at the African glass cats. Isn't that just stunningly gorgeous? Everybody comes up to the glass and meets me and wants something to do with me when I come over here. I'm struggling with a couple of the Ultims. To raise them past 6 months, 8 months, these guys are almost 2 years old now, is incredibly rare. Nonetheless, look at the Siamese algae eaters. I think if we added a massive flash of color, this tank would be absolutely gorgeous. And then with all those discus, this tank is done. See, they come out every once in a while. And now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out. We're missing 3. They don't always come out all at the same time, but imagine this tank, just an absolutely stunningly beautiful aquarium. I mean, could it potentially be water quality? Look at the amount of plants. We do water changes. Look at the health of the tetras. Everybody's just doing absolutely phenomenally, and it can't get over these glass casts, though, to be honest with you. They're not your typical glass casts. They're African glass casts, what gives them that line through them. Look at this size. Look at the size of everybody. Like, these guys are huge. They're enormous. You wouldn't believe me unless you've seen it in person. I'm not a huge fan of putting the Discus in there, but technically I have no choice. And now you guys are going to get really, really angry at me. I just built it like a year ago. I was so darn proud of it. I really enjoy the piranha tank, 16 feet, but the piranha have nowhere to go in a minute. Because it's keep this tank or get rid of everything in the house. The piranha need a new place to live, so I'm going to rescape the 375, and I've got to move them over there. I'm going to save all the substrate and all the plants, and then out of the... I've got to cut the tank in half. It's got to go. I have no choice. I'll tell you here in a minute. This is 1-inch thick acrylic. I'm going to build a super cool tank out of it. You guys always wanted me to build a really tall tank. Okay, I will. Electric eel's fine. 2000's getting rescaped soon. None of my fish are leaving here anymore. But we're going to have to go in the house, and I'm going to have to tell you something that still hasn't been done, and if I don't do it, well, you can put it together here in a minute of what might potentially happen. This is where Tamara's old fish room used to be. In fact, this is where the 540 gallon used to come through the wall. I did my in-wall tank. This wall's been rebuilt like 4 times. I used to breed my Discus along here. I did so many things in here. It's a very iconic space. However, this oil tank no longer does anything, and it has to be removed from the home. Why? My homeowner's insurance lapsed. I don't have insurance on the house right now. But this has to come out, which is fine. But the thing it used to feed, and ignore my mess and my stack, you got it in your house too, is this entire system has to come out. This is my hot water heater, oil furnace. It used to run the whole house, and all this ducting, all of it has to come out. But it can't come out. The doors and stuff aren't big enough. I have to knock down these walls, because the walls were built around it, as crazy as that sounds. But this is the water heater that I personally installed to bypass this to start preparing. Anyways, on the other side of that wall, and I put this wall up, it's all a false wall, but on the other side of that wall is our other fish room that I just frickin' built. But if I don't get that out of there, I can't qualify for homeowner's insurance. They've inspected the house. That's all got to go out. It's a fire hazard, etc. So all of this has got to go. So I make changes in the aquarium gallery. I consolidate my tanks. I technically just stock them a hell of a lot cooler, but I don't want to lose the trophiest, Tamara's prized rope tank. I don't want to lose all of her shrimp tanks. I don't want to, like, Tyrese got to come. The Ray gotta go. All my flower horn fry. Everybody. I want everybody to come. And there's only one place for me to put everything. How many of the Discus do you think survived?
All of them?
Out of 30. We only ever seen 10. How many do you think got behind the background?
Like most of them, probably. Wait, there's a background in there?
Yeah, 3D background. 15 of them got back there. I was able to save 15 from the front.
They got back there alive?
No, they were all alive. All 30 survived. They were going back there as they pleased. Just made it sound like they died. I just want everybody else to feel the drama that I had to feel. Oh my lord, this tank is gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. With that said, I guess that the piranha tank is cool, but many of you don't necessarily like how long it is because they spend most of their time in the middle. I do think they'd probably do better in a tank that's 8 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet tall, connected to a 2000, which is connected to a 700, which is connected to a 180. So this entire side of the gallery wouldn't need any type of maintenance whatsoever. Now you might be also thinking, well, can't be putting that many piranha into a smaller tank. Gallon per gallon, they're about the same size. So the idea and the goal is simple. Take this 180, and the other 180s and all the other tanks. I'm going to build this big racking system that goes here. We're going to have more tanks in here than ever. However, when it comes to Tamara's shrimp and whatnot, all those 15s, I'm going to build a rack that goes right here. Guys, it'll be beautiful, but I have no choice but to do this. And yeah, Joey's changing things up again. And to be honest with you, I truly enjoy doing that. I love making changes. I love fiddling around. I like building new things. I like setting something up and then starting something new. But if I don't do this, we can't have homeowners insurance. If my house burns down, I've got nothing. Yeah, everything will be gone. So, wish me luck in the near future. In an upcoming video, we'll add the Discus to the angelfish tank. Maybe the next video. But for now, I thought I'd just break the news, show you guys what's going on and how horrible my night started out. I had to drain the tank, get the Discus out. Hopefully they survived. Obviously we do, but I'm going to rescape this and make it cool for the piranha. I'm going to put the background back in. Those guys are way too big to get behind that background in comparison to these little fellas. Look at how beautiful they are. Absolutely stunning from Dan at Iconic Aquatics, but my piranha are all 6 to 8 inches. However, we don't have 30 anymore. They've diluted their numbers down and down and down. Oh, so they're going to be in a tank with new plants, new types of plants, different, bigger and better. But all of this, I'm saving it. All of these plants, all of this crypt. I'm probably going to add some to that tank. But this is a beautiful sword, isn't it? All of a sudden, I can grow sword plants for the first time in my life. Kababa doesn't grow in this tank, but it grows like crazy in every other tank. I can't grow Valisaria, but Tamara can, etc., etc., you guys. But I've got some test cardinal tetras in there. There's about a dozen. They're kind of like spread out, but we're going to put a bunch in that tank too. And those guys, look at how they panic and freak out. They're going to like that bigger tank a heck of a lot more. Just wider, more security. It's 8 feet by 3 feet by 2 feet. You guys will remember I built that in my basement years ago. Anyways, when I started filming this, I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to say anything. I knew what I was going to get myself into, which was, I thought, a handful of dead Discus. Mind you, I also kind of want to bring up the fact that I'm not keeping these Discus as I typically would. My preference is Discus in bare bottom, empty tanks. Massive water changes every day or every other day seem to have proven given me positive results in the past. However, now I'm keeping relatively small Discus in heavily planted tanks, which old Joey wouldn't recommend that at all. You guys can go back and watch those videos and see what I recommended and how I kept things and what I did. I made some of, if not the most popular Discus videos on the planet, really helping a tremendous amount of people. But now we're going to enter into fully planted. Do I think they'll do better in this tank than they will in that tank? Yes, for a very simple reason. Let's take out the part that this tank is bigger. A larger footprint. It's essentially twice as big, really. However, we've got a tremendous amount of dither fish in there. Dither fish are going to signal to the other bigger fish like, hey, everything's okay because we're not scared, so you shouldn't be. I do think that this tank needs a bit of color because on camera, I don't know if you guys are colorblind, but I am. I'm looking at something that I can see the shapes, but everything just literally on my camera screen all looks the same colors, and it looks horrible. But adding in that splash of 30 colorful Discus would be absolutely gorgeous. In time, I think as the Ultims grow, I think their final destination is definitely going to be in the 2000, but we'll see. See how big everybody gets. We'll see how everybody handles. I know that some people will say you shouldn't put Discus in a tank with... Look, see? They're doing their laps. It's so cool to see. while some are sticking around, the rest will do laps around the tank. Some will stick around because they think I'm feeding them, but the rest just keep doing laps. 250 of them. 30 discus, 12 ultim angels, 19 or 18 African glass cats that literally spend most of their time right here. We've got 7 of the most powerful Siamese algae eaters on the planet. We even got some pearl gourami, which I just love those guys. But we'll see what happens long term. This is going to be fed into the 2000. Everybody's going to be sharing kind of the same water. The plants are getting their nutrients from the soil, so long term everything should be okay. I think that we're making the best decision here. Not only do I think the discus will probably do better in this tank, but I get to save all my fish and save all the tanks. I know that we're going to pack a lot of stuff in here and a lot of tanks and consolidating some tanks and whatnot. I'm not getting rid of any fish, though. Everybody that's here is here. If I want to do a new tank and new this, unboxing that, I'm going to have to build another building. But everything that you see on the channel now is staying, so we will see things grow. It sucks that I got to rip the tank apart. Like, oh yeah, Joe, everything's staying except for the 16-foot. I already know what you're going to say, and it sucks, but I protect my home and my children's like childhood home and the future of it, and or at least get to replace it or whatever in the future if that were to happen. But I'll make some changes. We're damn near ready for a change. I almost completed the gallery this time, guys. We got this close. I'm taking bets in the comments section below. How long is this new rendition 18 of the aquarium gallery, gonna last? Leave me alone, stop picking on me. And I guess I'll end it with this. This isn't really new news. We kind of knew this was going to happen when we built Tamara her new fish room. We knew that we had to take out that oil tank, but once we got the house inspected, because the mortgage is renewing, homeowner's insurance is lapsing, a lot of inspections had to be done, and they're like, all of this got to go. All of its fire hazards, we're not going to insure. I shopped around. And I knew this months ago that it was going to happen. I knew I was getting the discus. I wanted to get you guys excited. The 375 was technically just going to be like a holding tank to hold them just for a little while till I get a lot of other things organized, which is happening. However, in the video with Dan, he's like, when he talked about the discus, he's like, man, these are going to look great in the 700. Because he thought they were going in the 700 because that was the plan all along. However, I was like, actually, these got to go in the 375 now. And I edited that out. And I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, so this is no surprise for me, but I thought I'd kind of bring you guys up to date with the new changes that are happening. You got to understand too, I'm not a new YouTuber. This isn't my first year or 2 or 3 years on YouTube where everything's just brand new and everything stays, and it's been 17 years. I've dedicated my home and my life to this. Things are going to change, things are going to come up. Life changes, things in your home change, requirements change, my kids grow. I mean, when I started making videos, my children were 1 and 3, and now they are 18 and 20. Shoot, I was 25 years old. I'm only 26 now, but I don't know if you are good at math or not. But, so, yeah, new chapter. Got to roll with the punches. Being an Aquarius isn't easy. It's an incredible strain on your finances, your home, your family. What I like to always say is, too bad.